Hello everyone, happy Friday and welcome back to another day trading recap video. I'm so happy this week is over, I'm not gonna lie. If it's swing trading or if it's day trading, I have just been on the worst groove lately. I don't know what it is. For example, yesterday I closed pretty much all my swing trades and today it's pretty much one of the biggest days. And in terms of day trading, if I just held one more day of my swing trades, I'd be up like 10,000+ right now. I still made a couple thousand, but, I just sold one day too early. And that's kind of how it feels with all my day trades as well, where I have the right ideas, but my execution is extremely lacking lately. And first we had January and February where the markets were really slow. There was nothing for me to really trade small cap wise. Now in March, it's been better. It's been a little choppy and inconsistent, and the fall through has been that great. But even then, there'll be setups, and somehow the perfect setups that I used to make a lot of money on, I'll like break even, make a little bit, but most likely just give back on. It's weird. And leave a comment below if you've been through this yourself, because I think every trader has and will at one point. But this is probably the longest funk I've ever been in. And little funks, like a couple day long funks are fine, but like when it hits like 3 months, you're just like, oh my god, it's draining. It's like one step forward, one step back. Just constantly break even months, maybe a little bit red. I think January I was red like $100 or 150. And then February for the month I was up like 1,500 or like almost 2,000. This month I've been up, I've been down, but it's like I'm just spinning my wheels. So what I'm going to be doing, actually, I think I started today and I'll be doing it tomorrow and this evening. I'm just diving into my trades. I feel like one big thing that I used to do in the past that maybe I've stopped doing a little bit ever since my travels because they were just nonstop and exhausting, is I stopped maybe studying as much as I used to. I used to trade, 2 hours a day, max 3, but I'd be studying, 6 hours, reviewing my trades, watching videos, really reviewing my trades, checking the markets, so on and so forth, like really studying them. I've been doing a lot less of that. I don't really think maybe that's the problem, but I definitely want to dive through my trades again and really pinpoint where the issue is. So I'll probably be coming up with a follow-up video sooner than later on something regarding that, maybe for the March recap. I might even switch how the patterns for my trades. So if you're on Trade Journal, you see like front side, backside ranging. I kind of want to stop backside and ranging altogether and only trade front side, but then I want to get a little bit more specific on what's front side, because lately I've been looking at the tickers and I'll be like, this price action doesn't make sense to me. And it's a weird place to be because usually the price action always makes sense to me. I always have a thesis in my head, but sometimes more lately I have not been having that thesis, and it's been really bothering me. Like, I should always know what's going on. I should know the quality of this trade. So I think I'm going to be breaking down the quality of the front sides. Basically, the better quality, the more aggressive I get into it. I'll probably make a whole entire video about that. I have a few front side videos I'm going to rewatch. I got good feedback already on those front side videos. And I just want to basically make a game plan for my front side trading. Something that I feel like I have at the moment, but it's not super concrete. So I want to really work on that. And I think that's how I'm going to address the issue of kind of being in this this cloudy phase I'm going through. Anyway, you'll notice here at the top, I am in my Roth IRA account. I'm trading. I switched over to trading my Roth IRA account. The last year, I used to trade in my day trading unlimited account, so I could always withdraw that money because it was kind of part of my income. Now I'm at that point where I don't want to withdraw money anymore. I'm just going to be growing everything in my Roth IRA account. So I guess there's something positive in the world, but. I'm really disheartened a little bit, and it's just not a fun place to be. Okay, let's go through these. Really, the best ticker today was PIK pre-market. Everything else was pretty much a waste of time. I didn't even trade it. I was just watching it and kind of studying the front side. This will be a good one to review. But we'll save that one for last, and I'll go through these pretty much as quick as possible. IXHL, I only did one trade on, and it was bad. And I want your guys' feedback here, so leave something in the comments. Here's IXL in the daily. It's a nasty, you know, recent IPO. We were trading it in this area. Obviously, my other account, which is not popping up right now, but we were trading it in this area, and then it sold off, and now it's having these, you know, this dead cat bounce here in this area with a lot of resistance. Pharmaceutical, 48 million shares outstanding, and it's kind of like a mid cap, almost a large cap here at 640 million. Okay, so that's quite impressive. Doesn't look like it has a specific catalyst today, so it's definitely a dead cat bounce. And this is so silly. Like, I should have not touched IXHL. It was called out, and usually when a ticker's called out, like, it's great. Like, I'll look at it and I'll make my decision. Today, it looked great. I made my decision and went really poorly. I didn't maybe give it enough time. I didn't really think about it maybe as much as I should have. And trust me, I'm not trying to talk anyone down or the community or something. I want you guys to keep calling out tickers. That's the way to do it. Especially if you call it a ticker and say exactly like what's going on, maybe like a new all-time high, recent IPO, new news, new catalyst just came out. I don't know, something like that is usually the best. But I'm definitely not trying to de-incentivize you guys or like, you know, say don't call out tickers. It's super important, and there's many green trades I get from that. Especially because my obviously you guys know the TOS scanner is like delayed like 5 minutes. So oftentimes these tickers I don't catch. Anyway, this was a nice 28% pop here. But then it was not able to hold its highs, and guess where I traded this one? Lo and behold, in here in this second pullback, I was, you know, sizing up. I don't know why my trades aren't popping up, but I basically got caught in this flush. Actually, I think I sized up a little bit earlier, like right in this area somewhere, basically in the middle of this doji, and I literally sold near the perfect low here. I tried to get out quicker, but I couldn't. So that was, you know, instantly, and this was decent size. So instantly I took like a 362 loss, which isn't usually the biggest loss for me. Usually a 362 loss, I'm like, whatever. But lately I've been sizing down, so this was actually a bigger loser, and that kind of isn't the best place to be because instantly I was back in the red. I was up like 150, and that put me in the pre-market, and that put me in the red. Now let's analyze this ticker just for a second. So this ticker's up, you know, like 30% pre-market. Not really that great. Why am I trading this one? Well, actually the volume's pretty nice. It's over 100,000 shares being traded per 1 minute. That's actually really good for a $15 stock at the time. You know, if it was like a $1 stock or a $2 stock, 100,000 shares is a little bit low, but that's pretty good. It's not at all-time highs. It is high of day, but you know, there's probably so much resistance on this ticker, and we're reaching that resistance. So I should not be getting aggressive on this ticker. Not to mention, it's not even up over 40%, which is like one of my hallmark rules. Not over 40%. I'm making a list right here of everything I'm looking for a front side. So I'll share this list with you guys in upcoming videos. I really want to kind of figure this out for myself first before I start talking about what I'm looking for on the front side. Most of you guys already know, but I just want to kind of start ranking them, maybe get a little bit more clarity in my head. So basically, this ticker was not even in play. It wasn't even over 40%. It had decent volume, and it was on a front side, but there's so much resistance here, and it's, you know, back holder ticker. There's probably so many people trying to get out. So the risk reward on this ticker was definitely not there, so I should have been way more cautious. Not to mention, the 9 EMA is below VWAP. This is kind of unusual setup, but that's a little bit more fine-tuning there. Anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts on IXHL, why you did or did not trade it. It was also being called out in the chat room right around here in VWAP. I didn't touch it at this point because I already knew I sucked at IXHL, and I did not have high hopes for it. So I did not trade it here. I traded it right here. And let me just one attempt to reset my screen. IXHL, sometimes this helps, but lately in the recap video it has not made a difference, which is a bit weird. Usually that will refresh it and you'll see my trades. If you are wondering how to show trades, all you do is go to this gear icon, say general, show trades, and that's pretty much it. Apply, okay. Let's keep moving on. IXHL was really the one that stumped me today. I felt like the other tickers, I just didn't, I had a good idea what was going on, my execution wasn't that great. IXHL, I was really thinking like, man, like why did I mess up so much on that one? Anyway, let's keep moving on. Now we have GROM, which was a lead gapper this morning. Entertainment company, 15.6 million shares outstanding, 20 million market cap. I'm not even sure if it has a catalyst. Doesn't really look like it. Maybe it's a big short squeeze. Let's, daily charts, a lot of resistance above, so that's not great. Not at all-time highs or anything like that. Pre-market, it was actually quite nice, or extended hours. Now, pre-market didn't open till about 4:30. So once pre-market opened, it was actually kind of nasty. Now, I did a little bit of trading here pre-market, which looks like it was backside trading if you look at the 5-minute chart down here, but actually it was a little bit of a front side move. We were below VWAP, which is a little bit more risky. I usually don't get the best resolution, but basically once this ticker was over the 9 EMA, I did a few little trades here. So very simple front side trading. I went for a move here for potential breakout of VWAP. That didn't work. I went for this move, potential breakout of VWAP. That didn't work, but I was always really quick to cut losses. I mean, look at this. Exit at 1.46, entry at 1.459. So it's like these were pretty much scratches. This is where it gets a little bit more interesting on this ticker. Pop back above VWAP. This was a little bit annoying because here I actually did this stab. This one didn't work out. Took a small scratch on it. It was very small. I took this stab, scratched out on it, and then it breaks. So I tried twice, but then it breaks out. So this really summarizes how I've been doing lately, where I have the right ideas, but my execution is off. Either my timing or my entries are, I don't know. And I think I'm probably building this up in my head, making it even worse, where I'm like telling myself I'm in a funk, which makes me trade like I'm in a funk. I don't know. So yeah, basically does exactly what I was planning it would. 10% move that could have easily, put me up 1,000 on the day. So it's not like I'm barely red today. Today's really a total scratch day. It's just I was missing opportunities. I finally go for this pullback. It flushes me out. It pops back up, and I do a few more trades on it. This one was actually pretty good, but it's basically buying this pullback, selling this pop. But this was, of course, my smallest size on the day. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of how it's going. Now, a few trades I'm actually green on. IMPP. Where did I trade this one? I actually don't even recall. Filled orders. I would actually have to go here. I think I only traded it once pre-market. So yeah, that was at 14.24. Oh, you know what? It just popped up. Look at that. Yeah, a little bit of pre-market action, very small size. I had like 2,000 shares ready to go. It pulled back. I only got a partial entry, and then I sold. So nothing too interesting on IMPP. It's been a former runner, and it's been crazy. So right now we're really on a daily backside on IMPP, and it's not super interesting. That's why I was really quick on that ticker to take profits. STNE was actually a really nice one. This was a large cap. I actually enjoyed trading this one. Let's go to the daily chart. Big backside on this. Now it's popping up here. Big resistance around 14. Data service company, 310 million shares outstanding and a $4 billion market cap. I'm not sure on the catalyst. Anyway, looks like there was earnings that came out. So it's up on earnings. Now, this one was pretty nice because there was like a clear resistance zone here at 14. And basically it was on a nice constant trend. And look at this front side. Really clean on the 5-minute. And on the 1-minute, it also looks really, really good. Now, I only did a few trades somewhere in this area, but I actually did most of my trading right here looking for that continuation. Overall, I think I did pretty good on STNE. I just didn't size up as much as I should have. I think maybe that's been my problem a little bit. I've been like sizing up on like B setups, but like nervous on A plus setups. STNE, I should have really, really been sizing up into. We're over the 5-minute here on the 9 EMA, and here we're really, crawling perfectly on the 9 EMA. So I could have just, been constantly buying and selling. And that would have worked really well. I did do that. Obviously, my trades aren't showing, but that's basically what I was doing here. A little bit here, but mostly right in this area after this really good 5-minute pullback. So that's what I did on STNE. And then PIK. PIK was a beauty this pre-market. It was the most picture perfect ticker we have seen in quite some time. You guys are gonna love this. So pay attention. This is a good one. PIK long term, it's big sell off here. Found support at 1.5. Now it's popping up. It's up like 400%, which is pretty crazy. Internet direct marketing company, 7.6 million shares outstanding, 53 million market cap, between $2 and $7. So this checks off all the boxes. Were we green on this ticker? Yeah, we were green on this ticker yesterday, but I gave back a lot on that last flush and then pre-market a little bit as well. But let's go to the 5-minute. And you guys, this will be a good recap of, or like some overview of how I switched accounts. So if I go to my unlimited account, all the trades will show up here. TOS is just super laggy, and I probably just messed it up now for for everything, but doesn't really matter because let's just go to the 1 minute and you guys will see how nice this one was. And this is really the most picture perfect ticker I've seen in a long time in terms of front side. So this ticker was selling off here and then eventually popped over VWAP. And this is a critical area. Like honestly, go to your trading account and like take a picture of this. There's a few in the Discord we took pictures of and then we posted it. But this is, I already took a picture of this for a future lesson I'm going to do about a perfect textbook front side. So this was also a former, so this was yesterday's big winner, popped pre-market and power hour, held its highs really well, and then had another gap and go. I mean, this is beautiful. Now, if you zoom in here a little bit more, and let's check how it went. So once this ticker was back above VWAP, it was in play. The problem was the volume. The volume kept me at bay, but I should have started trading it somewhere in this area. It was very choppy though, right here. This was nasty. It had so many fake outs. But anyway, here's a nice entry potential. It just didn't really have volume, so that's what I mean by I probably would have traded it. But that's a 10% move. And pre-market, notice, like big 5-minute breakout. Now we're having a pullback. We're having these nice 1-minute pullbacks, and we have another big 5-minute breakout. And this is textbook perfect. It really writes this trend line so well. It has like 7 pullbacks ultimately. I think it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 before it ended. And you could just been trading this the whole time. So there's two kind of ways to go about a ticker like PIK. First of which is, you take 1 trade or 2 trades on the day and you're kind of done trading. Not a bad strategy. Now, the other one is a little bit more like Ross Cameron, where you basically trade till you lose money. He has a video where he literally says that, and it's in his book as well, which is a good read. But back on topic, what he does is he basically keeps trading the front side. He's not trying to guess when it's going to end. He's just riding it. So he'll be entering here, selling to the pop, enter here, maybe size in. He likes averaging up as well, sizing into winners. So that's like a really clean way to go about PIK, and that's what I should have done. I actually did not trade any of this. I honestly don't even know why. I watched every minute of this move. I think I was just so in awe, and I was like really kind of taken back by the fact that like how badly I've been trading, and I was just like, I'm just going to watch and see what I can learn. I didn't get actually any FOMO from this, so that was really good. Eventually, this ticker enters the perfect range. I mean, so funny. So you never want to trade a breakout in the range because it, usually get rejected. I did trade here, and I traded, or no, somewhere here I traded and made a little bit of money on. And then market opens. Where did I end up trading this ticker last? Let's go to not working orders. Let's go to filled orders, PIK. Right here, this was at 11:44 was my last trade. 44. Yeah, I'm in, that's a different time zone, so I have to basically just calculate. So yeah, I traded this one once it broke here. I bought this pullback. I did some really good little trades on it. Nothing was really too amazing. I also traded it right here in this area. I bought this pullback. I actually closed here for a loss, but then I noticed it was really holding above this, so I actually did another trade here. It was a pretty weak one. It was like somewhere here, and then I sold. It was like a very scalpy trade. I'm a little nervous going forward because you typically don't want to be trading a stock that has volume selling off. Specifically, if the price is going up and the volume is dropping, that's a really significant divergence and basically indicates that this ticker is going to end relatively soon. So you always want to watch out when there's volume that's decreasing, but price that's increasing. So I was a little bit nervous and very scalpy the way I traded PIK. Really, I could have been one and done if I just traded this front side. So like I said in the beginning of this video, I want to dive really deeply. I want to review probably 2,000 or so of my trades that I've documented. I have like 3.5, maybe 3.7 thousand trades documented right now, all of which have a picture, all of which are categorized by front side. Many different patterns, but if it's a front side, I wrote front side. So I'm going to go through each one of them, and I'm just going to pickpocket, or just not pickpocket. I'm just going to go through each and just what made this a front side, what made this a good front side, and just take notes. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a really good video, and it's going to hopefully help me get back on track, because right now something's wrong and I gotta fix it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that and sharing it with you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys did better trading than I did today. I know some of you guys killed it pre-market today on this beautiful front side from PIK. Next time you see me, this is almost unfortunate. I'm actually going to be in northern Italy called Tirol for a week. And then I'm actually going to New York City. You can see how I'm just not excited about leaving my office. But yeah, duty calls. But like I said, I'm going to be spending a lot of time breaking down these trades, and I'll be sharing anything along the way in the Discord as well. So guys, have a great weekend. Have a great start to your weekend. I will see you then first thing Monday morning. I don't think there's going to be any videos this weekend. If you learned something, don't forget to drop a like. I really do appreciate it. If you're totally new, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you part of this community. And like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.